Estate and Utah Home Sweet Home, and we are back to talk about the fourth largest concern that sellers have when selling their home, which is working with an opposing agent. And what does that mean? Well, you are a for sale by owner. Assuming you are a for sale by owner, you do not have an agent representing you. So you've gone out there and you've put ads on the internet, and now a prospective buyer has found your ad, but they're working with an agent. So typically what happens is that particular buyer is going to contact their real estate agent and say, hey, can you please look into this property for me? So that agent's going to reach out to you on behalf of their client to try and get some information. From this point forward, you are working with the opposing agent. All your communications, all your negotiations are going to be happening with this opposing agent. Now, it's pretty fair to say that somebody who negotiates real estate for a living might have a little advantage in negotiations over somebody who does not negotiate real estate for a living. So, a good idea would be to make sure you take notes of everything that this real estate agent is asking of you. They may try and be a little aggressive in their negotiations, assuming you don't know how to negotiate real estate. So take notes of what it is that they ask of you so you can run it past a real estate attorney to confirm you're not being taken advantage of. Okay? Another thing that you need to be prepared for is it's customary for a seller to pay the 3% to a buyer's agent for the buyer's agent bringing a buyer. There are some for sale by owners out there that don't want to pay the buyer's agent commission. Now, that's fair, but what essentially you've done to that particular buyer is you just increased your purchase price by 3% because that buyer now has to still pay for your property, for your home, but they have to pay 3% to the agent who they're working with. So you've just increased that extra 3% to their budget, which unfortunately in many cases takes them out of their budget. You've now outpriced your home for that particular buyer. It doesn't meet their budget anymore because they now have a 3% increase on the price. So something to think about. I hope these tips helped. We went over working with the opposing agent, just making sure that because they may know that you're a for sale by owner, you want to take notes as a quick recap on what they're asking of you so that you can run it by a real estate attorney to make sure they're not taking advantage of you through the negotiation process. And you also just want to be prepared to price your home accordingly based off of the 3% that you're going to have to pay an agent. Alright, well if you guys like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more video tips. And on that note, it's Yoshi Shiraka with Equity Real Estate and Utah Home Sweet Home. We'll be back for the next video, which is marketing for maximum exposure. And that is important because the more exposure you have, the more likely you are going to get a better offer, maybe even a bidding war. And of course, that increases your price that you get to sell your house at. So we're going to talk about that on the next video, so definitely stay tuned, subscribe. And again, it's Yoshi Shiraka with Equity Real Estate, 801-810-4475. Feel free to call me if you have any questions. Thank you.